Welcome to Sacks of the Future 1964, week number 12. Simulation. That's right. The Dallas Cowboys and the Cleveland Browns are playing, and both of those are my teams. The Cleveland Browns are 7-3 and lead the AFC North, and the Dallas Cowboys are 10-0 and lead the NFC East by 5 games. So obviously both teams lead their divisions. Both teams as of right now are in the playoffs. Even though the Cowboys have a 5-game lead over the next team, unfortunately the Green Bay Packers, being run by Vinny X Wolf, are 9-1. So if the Cowboys want home field, they really need to win this game. Win out, probably. The Colts are, like I said, 7-3. They have a 4-game lead over the two semi-pro Baltimore Ravens and Cincinnati Bengals in 1964, who are both 3-4 and 5, maybe. So we'll just see how it goes. Here's Paul Warfield. He's the top two leading receivers in yardage will be in this game. Paul Warfield and Tommy McDonald for the Cowboys. Okay, speed. We want slow. And we want to jump forward to the end of game. And it looks like the Cowboys will pick the ball off first. And away we go. Thanksgiving. This is a Thanksgiving Day game. And right away, Jerry Tubbs tackles Ernie Green at the 20 or so yard line. Here comes Frank Ryan. He's only thrown for 1,200 yards and 114 attempts. He was knocked out week 5, I think, against the Baltimore Colts, and for 5 weeks, and that brought in Jim Danowski. And right away, they're in shotgun formation, which is odd. And they hand the ball off to Jim Brown, who gets to the 33. Last week, you can see he had 16 rushes for 71 yards. He does have 1,449 yards on the season, leading the NFL. Jerry Tubbs with the tackle. But his yards have been hard to come by. Sounds silly, but he's only had 3 100-yard games all season. Jim Brown again. And Bob Lilly, Mr. Cowboy, makes the tackle. There's the offense for the Browns. Sharath, Mamalar, Morrow, Wooten, and Clark. Shafar. Warfield and Collins, wide receivers. Ernie Green, Jim Brown, the backs, and Jimmy Brewer, the tight end. 3rd and 1. I would expect to see a Jim Brown run here. Play action pass by Frank Ryan, and he has all day to throw. And a wide open Collins streaks down the sideline to the 33-yard line. I'm sorry, Hutchinson. I don't even know who the hell that is. So, rankings, the Browns are ranked a lot better than the Cowboys. So, the Browns could very easily wipe out the Cowboys this game. And a quick pass to Paul Warfield, who is missed. First tackle, Cornell Green is missed from not Renfro. Here's the Dallas Cowboy defense: Bob Lilly, Jim Colvin, Larry Stevens, and George Andre. Linebackers: Jerry Tubbs, Chuck Howley, and Leroy Jordan. And your defensive backs: Cornell Green and Don Bishop on the corners. Jimmy Ridland and Mel Renfro are your safeties. 2nd and 7. And Jim Brown gets another carry, and he is tackled for a loss of 1 by Jerry Tubbs and Warren Livingston. So when it's 3rd down, you can see the tackle right there. Brown was going to break the tackle of Jerry Tubbs, but Warren Livingston came in and cleaned up. So it's 3rd and 8. We got a 3 wide receiver set. Paul Warfield up at the top. Jim Brown goes out to the flanks. Perfect blocking, and Jim Brown, oh, sorry. That is Gary Collins this time. Yep.
Here we go. Here we go.
On a crossing pattern for 13 yards and yet another first down. Frank Ryan doesn't look this good when I'm playing him. And of course, the offensive line isn't blocking this good when I play him. So,
On the ready.
1st and 10 at the 17. There's Jim Brown going up the middle for about 8. Tackled by George Andre. 2nd and 3. I guess 7 yards. Play action pass. Frank Ryan over the end zone, and it's a touchdown. Last time the Cowboys lost was Thanksgiving of 1963 against this very same Cleveland Browns team. So, yeah. Who goes with the kick? Eight plays, 71 yards. Frank Ryan went 4 for 4. I don't know the last time that happened in the game. So here we go. This will be famous Marsh all the way up to the 35-yard line, and a face mask will add 15 more yards.
Face mask. Defense.
Now should start the ball at the 50.
Automatic first down.
Comes the Cowboys quarterback. Oh, I guess we're not going to see the Cowboys quarterback, but that's Don Meredith. Looks like to be a power I formation. Play action pass. Meredith looking forever, and is going to get sacked because I guess nobody was open and he can't throw the ball away. Of course, he's scrambling to the right, and it looks like every one of his receivers is on the left side of the field. So,
Ready up. Hey, 50 the mic, 50 the mic.
2nd and 18. Meredith completes. Nope. Tommy McDonald drops the ball, something he hasn't done. I don't know how long it's been. So this looks like a Cleveland Browns victory. Meredith completes the pass to Pettis Norman for 4 yards. And so the Cowboys will have to punt. Unbelievable. So the Cowboys get a gift and then some strange play calling and Maddenisms even on the computer, and it's 4th down and they're going to punt. Punts the ball out of bounds at the 18-yard line. I guess that's okay. Shotgun formation then. Jim Brown up the middle gets tackled again by Bob Lilly after Leroy Jordan kind of knocks him around, gain of 5 yards. Jim Brown again up the middle, tackled by Terry Tubbs, and it's 3rd and 3. Can the Cowboys make a stop? Can the Cowboys get any kind of pass rush? As of now, no. And of course, somehow, Paul Warfield is wide open again. And Frank Ryan is 5 for fucking 5. And there's absolutely no fucking pass rush. And the X Factor be the X Factor. Really?
Ready. 30 base.
First and 10 already at the 46. Jim Brown tackled after a 3-yard gain. Play action. Frank Ryan has all time, but it's intercepted by Warren Livingston, it looks like. I'm sorry, Don Bishop with the interception. So Frank Ryan has one incomplete pass, and it's an interception. Threw it behind Gary Collins, even though he had all year to throw the ball. Here comes Paul McDonald, who dropped the first pass that was thrown to him, which I don't think he's done all year, but that's okay.
Ready. 70, Indy.
Dallas has the ball, first and 10 at the 30.
Complete dribble.
Don Perkins gets the ball and runs up the hole for about 6 yards. As we can see, Don Perkins had exactly 100 yards on 20 carries. He's got 1,131 yards and the second most rushing yards behind Jim Brown. So we've got the top 2 wide receivers and the top 2 running backs in this game. Play action pass. And Don Meredith all the way downfield and is caught by number 82, Frank Clark, for a first down for 42 yards. Until Tommy McDonald showed up, Frank Clark was the best wide receiver the Cowboys had ever had. And you see, it was kind of a jump ball, but Frank Clark was able to beat his man. Lamar, I think it's Lamar or Larry Parrish. I don't remember. Anyway, first and 10 at the 21. There's probably be the last play of the first quarter. Play action again. And Meredith finds Pettis Norman over the middle to the 3-yard line. And just like that, the Cowboys have marched down the field. And right before the quarter will expire, and Pettis and the Cowboys are knocking on the door. And that's the end of the first quarter on Thanksgiving. The Browns are leading 7-0. All right, first and 10 at the 3. Don Perkins catches the pass and is tackled immediately for the loss of 2. Because for some reason the computer decided Merritt didn't want to wait until Tommy McDonald was going to break wide open. And it's just, okay, enough fucking replay.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
2nd and 5 at the 5. Trips wide receivers to the left. Meredith back. Throws. Completes the pass for a touchdown to Tommy McDonald. You can see he squeaks in. Great goal line technology in 1964. Van Raphorst with the kick, and it's good, and we have a tie ball game. 5 plays, 71 yards for the Cowboys. Right now, neither defense is looking like they can stop the other unless the other team makes a mistake. Here's the kick. And Ernie Green gets it at the goal line. He's up to the 20 and gets tackled by Pettis Norman at the 26-yard line. 25, I guess. Oh, I'm sorry. That was Leroy Kelly, not Ernie Green. First and 10 at the, let's call it the 25 and a half. Jim Brown is tackled behind the line by Jim Colvin and number 79, Larry Stevens. And Bob Lilly makes his 3rd tackle of the game. And is now 3rd and 10. Yes, Phantom Fighter, he messaged me. Cowboys did go with their starters because... Oh! Cowboys will actually get a 3 and out for the first time as McNeil catches the ball for 9 yards but couldn't break the tackle of Leroy Jordan. Dallas had an all-out blitz on. And Livingston, number 41, missed the tackle of McNeil. But Leroy Jordan came from behind, stopped his momentum, and brought him back. So it's 4th down. Yes, I've decided, Phantom, that I need... Oh, and the Cowboys blocked the punt. And it's picked up. And apparently... I don't know why, but... The Cowboys have blocked the punt by Jerry Tubb. Nope, that's 42 is not. Oh, that's Jimmy Ridland. Anyway, another break for the Cowboys. Another turnover by the Browns, and it's 1st and 10 on the 22. Got to stay ahead of the Packers. They're McFly. Oh, look at Perkins. For maybe no gain. Gotta stay ahead of the Packers, Phantom. Gotta stay ahead of the 19,000 Hall of Famers and Vinny Ball that is Vinny X Wolf. Ooh, look, there's Don Perkins running for 10 yards and a 1st down. Just outside the 10. Nice tackle by number 39, I think. Looks like the Cowboys can get a 1st down without getting a touchdown. And we have motion. That would be not Billy Truax. Not Billy Truax. Lee Folkens. Oh my goodness, Don Perkins up the middle for a touchdown. That might be reviewed, but could have been tackled into the end zone. Let's see here. Yeah, it looks like he was tackled into the end zone. And the Cowboys have turned the block punt into a touchdown. And the extra point is good by Van Raphorst. 3 plays, 22 yards, all of it on the legs of Don Perkins. And what an interesting turn of events. Let's see. Kick is away. Leroy Kelly gets it at the 1. Up to the 26.
Let's go.
All right.
Ready. 60
4 minutes left in the first half. And Frank Ryan hands the ball off to Jim Brown, who carries 2.5 Cowboys up to the 34 yard line. So it's 2nd and 2. 2nd and 1.5. 1 3/4. And another handoff. And this time, Jim Brown is met in the backfield by Leroy Jordan. Many Homer Cowboy fans will say Leroy Jordan belongs in the Hall of Fame. I'm one of them. And then play action pass, Frank Ryan looking, and he's going to throw to Jim Brown, who is not going to beat the tackle of number 44, Don Bishop. Wow, that's amazing. And Don Bishop's good, but I don't know if he could stop Jim Brown one-on-one in the open field. But nonetheless, he did, and just like that, the Browns are going to have to punt again. Looks like the Cowboys are setting up the return. And the punt is away, and it's caught at the 23 and taken to the 28 by famous Amos March.
Get ready.
Here comes Don Perkins.
Ready, set. 35. Hey, defense, let's go.
And play action pass as Meredith is looking, throws, and it is dropped by Pettis Norman. It is 2nd down and 10 at the 28, 2:49 left before halftime. Meredith is back, throws right away, and is caught by, I don't know who that was. Oh, Buddy Dial for 7 yards. So now it's 3rd and 3. And the Cowboys run it and do not get the first down. He gets stuck in the backfield behind his own blocker who got stood up. 72. Shockingly gets stood up by Jim Kanicki, and we're at the 2-minute warning. One thing Dallas is lacking still is an offensive line. And now the Cowboys will punt. And the punt is away. And it is kicked into the end zone for a touchdown.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Jim Brown so far today has 32 yards on 11 carries. First and 10 at the 20, minute 52, shotgun formation. Jim Brown to the left. And Ryan goes back, and Bob Lilly breaks through and get his first sack of the game. Beats Wooten on the block. And just like that, Mr. Cowboy has his first sack of the game. I believe it's 12th or 13th of the season. That is the first time the Cowboys have got pressure all game. And it looks like he did split a double team block. Really, let's skip that crap. Okay, minute 30 left. Ryan back to pass. Lilly splits the double team block again and gets another sack. And Dallas calls timeout. It is now 3rd and 24. And Bob Lilly is on fire. And there is an end around. Haven't seen that. Well, that's a nice tight end around. That's something you would see in 1964. So that was the proper play call. And the Cowboys called timeout. And now we will have another punt. And remember that the one punt already blocked, but the Cowboys are setting up a return. And here comes, Amos Marsh does make it to the 43 before he's done. 42. Here comes Dandy Don Meredith. Here's Tony Licio.
Go now. 18 Gator. Heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges.
All right, 1st and 10. A minute 12 left. Meredith back to pass. Throws a flare out to the well covered running back, and it's incomplete. 2nd down. Meredith strolls to his left and then completes the pass to his running back for a loss of yards. Amazing poor decisions being made. Because now there's time, and why are we going to highlight? Okay, 3rd down and 13 at the 45, and the Cowboys are squandering this great, and there it is. Unbelievable footballing happening right now by these two offenses. Unbelievable footballing. And the Cowboys will now punt. And it looks like an absolutely terrible punt. Yes, congratulations. The Dallas Cowboys just punted the ball for about 15 yards. It's as if the computer wants the Browns to score before halftime. 35 seconds, 2 timeouts. Let's see what happens. Bob Lilly is still on fire. And it completes a pass. And they quickly call timeout. Much footballing taking place here in the final 2 minutes of the game, or the half. And there's a holding play. Jim Brown does make the catch. There's a flag on the play. My guess is that's going to be a hold on the offense on number 73, Monty Clark. And it's now 2nd and 16 with 25 seconds left. And let's see what happens here. Oh, Bob Lilly does get through and gets it to number 36 and somehow gets a 1st down. But that was their last timeout. And Frank Ryan throws it away. Don't know if Paul Warfield was breaking wide open because the defensive backs went to where the ball was thrown, or if Frank Ryan just missed it. But anyway, there's Frank Ryan going to throw a little out pass to his tight end. So now it's at the 3rd and 8 at the 50. Again, much footballing taking place here in the last 2 minutes of the half. Vinny just texted, said, "Damn Browns, come on." Whatever, Packer fan, Colts, every team that's awesome. Oh, there's Bob Lilly rushing and forcing Frank Ryan to throw out of bounds. So there's 4th down. Bob Lilly is wreaking havoc this game. I wish he would do that more when he's being controlled by this guy. And more Cleveland Browns sidelight action. I guess because I am the Browns. Because that's the best. Oh, they're going for it on 4th and 8. Guessing this is going to be the Hail Mary variety. There's Bob Lilly. Hail Mary is your call, and is that a... What was that? I believe it wasn't a touchdown, obviously. I thought it was caught. Let's see. Quite possibly was an interception since that says 2 takeaways. Halftime report. You can see there are no games right now. A whole bunch of user games except for the Chiefs and the Dolphins. Look for the Jets and the Broncos. That's an important game for both teams, as the Jets are chasing the AFC real 1964 AFC champion Buffalo Bills and Vinny X. Wolf. And the Broncos are chasing the Kansas City Chiefs. And here we go. And there's some highlights. Here's Don Perkins getting tackled in the end zone for that touchdown. And here's Frank Ryan throwing a pass to his tight end for a touchdown. And we're missing the Tommy McDonald touchdown. And here we go, start of the second half, and the Cowboys get it first. My goodness, kick to the 15-yard line, but number 37. I don't remember who that is because he never returns the ball for me. That's not Buddy Dial. Oh well. Let's see who does what here.
Here we go.
Again, the last time in Sack to the Future Land the Dallas Cowboys were beat was Thanksgiving of 1963 by the same Cleveland Browns, and my goodness, there was a sack. And why the quarterback couldn't just throw the ball away, because it was as obvious could be. Just throw the ball away. God. It's a blitz. And everybody's running fly patterns, it looks like. All right. Second and a bunch. Second and 20 now. So I guess is the computer's going to call a running play. Yeah, this screams run. Hey, look. It's a run play because that's going to get a lot of yards. Don Perkins, 21 rushes. So 3rd and 19. Much footballing taking place the last several minutes of this game. That's right. You're going to throw it to... I'm going to throw it to Amos Marsh because he's going to be able to break a bunch of tackles and get 20 yards. Oh, for fuck's sake. This is like watching their 2019 Dallas Cowboys. Oh, for fuck's sake. And for some reason, the Browns are in a weird punt formation. My goodness, what a kick. Got all the way to the 19-yard line. And Leroy Kelly is tackled right away by Cornell Green. Or Mel Renfro, one of the two. Oh, let's see if the offenses continue to be inept or if the Browns are able to march down the field and do something. Here by the sound. Oh, we get a Jim Brown sighting, and look at him go. My goodness. What a tackle by Jimmy Ridley. Still got 7 yards on the play. Oh, and there's a sack by a blitzing linebacker. That blitzing linebacker is number 55, Leroy Jordan. Looks like we will have Phantom Fighter is playing... Oh, for the 49ers are playing the Bills this week. And that game can be seen on Tuesday on the Vinny X Wolf or the Phantom Fighter channels. I'm going to have to say, go 49ers. Okay, 3rd and 10. Let's see what happens here. A long 10. Well, no, about 10 yards. And, oh my goodness, how can there not be holding? And there's double coverage, and my goodness, there should have been a hold there on the offense and pass interference on the defense, but instead the referees are like, let them play. There's a hold by the gentleman blocking Bob Lilly, and you can see right there that number 42 should have been called for pass interference because Jimmy Ridlin was like, oh, hey, hi, Paul Warfield. Let's, oh, there's Jimmy Ridlin, yeah. And Cornell Green drops the interception, but that was just a big mess. And we get another punt. Lots of footballing taking place here, and there's Famous Amos, gets to the 50. The Cowboys have really won the field possession game here in this battle, but have done, well, they've scored 2 touchdowns, but they should be up at least by another 2 or 3. If a great coach and Madden player, well, I won't call myself a great Madden player, but if a great coach like me was playing this game, Cowboys would be winning hands down. Oh my goodness, there's Don Perkins again up the middle. Ooh, gets held up and he's snapped by number 49 for a 9-yard, 8-yard run. Oh, quick pass to Tommy McDonald, who runs backwards for some fucking reason because Madden. And now it's 3rd and 3. What the fuck was that? Yes, we're going to run backwards for 4 yards and get tackled. Oh, for God's sake. Cleveland has more total yards than Dallas. Play action pass, and Meredith is fucking A, man. This is ridiculous. Has to run because play action pass and on a blitz, and nobody on the Dallas Cowboy offensive line can block the shit. So once again, the Dallas Cowboys get the ball into the Cleveland Browns territory and can do absolutely nothing, and 3 plays and a punt. And does he shank it again? He shanks the ball again.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, for God's sake. This has just been ineptitude on both offenses since the last scoring drive for the Cowboys, which in all fairness was because of a blocked punt. Jim Brown gets tackled for no gain by Larry Stevens and Jerry Tubbs. 2nd and 10. Jim Brown up the middle again and runs right into Bob Early, who tackles him after a 1 yard gain. 3rd and 9. And Bob Lilly is coming, but not fast enough, and Jim Brown catches the ball and 1st down. This reeks of the very first drive of the game. The Cowboys stopped them on 1st and 2nd down and 3rd down completion. How in the hell you let somebody like that get so wide open? I don't know. Okay, commercial.
Ready? 70, Indy.
2 minutes left in the 3rd quarter for 14-7, and there is a quick pass, and Don Bishop says no, and it's a 1 yard gain. Play action pass with Jim Brown to the right, and it's a draw for 4 yards. And now it's 3rd and 5. Looks like we're in the pistol formation. And there's a blitz, a screen, and Jerry Tubbs tackles Ernie Green after a no gain. So that was just a great play by Jerry Tubbs, because the Browns had the right play called. And if Jerry Tubbs doesn't make that tackle, assuming he's going to outrun 77, there doesn't look to be a whole lot of Cowboys ahead of him. That's just good play by Dallas' defense, which is actually very good this year. I've won a lot of games because of that. This better be a fair caught ball, but nope. Because Amos Marsh wants to continue to make his per average punts look bad, per average yardage. All right. What kind of offense can they have? They haven't been able to do squat going long, other than that one Frank Clark pass. And we get Don Perkins running the ball and gets tackled by number 24 after 2 yards. And that will be the end of the 3rd quarter. Defensive game here in the Cotton Bowl, as many would say. And scoreless 3rd quarter. It's now 14-7 heading into the 4th. And a draw, and Don Perkins gets a yard maybe. Oh, no, that's famous Amos Marsh. So it's now 3rd and 6. There's a blitz coming. And Tommy McDonald catches it and gets to the 38-yard line for a gain of about 20 yards. His 3rd catch of the game, maybe? Yep. And There he goes. Tackled by Larry Benz, number 23. All right, first and 10 at 38. Dallas still has 50 yards less offense than the Browns. Don Perkins somehow makes it back to the line of scrimmage. No, makes a yard on that, even though there's a linebacker blitz. Looks like another blitz coming from the Browns. There's another blitz picked up. And Lee Fulkins, the tight end. Yes, gets the reception, and it's now 3rd and 1. So Cowboys go empty backfield, and Frank Clark, old reliable, catches another pass. And the Cowboys are up to the 41-yard line of the Browns. Strange formation to have two players in the same area, but somehow, some way. First and 10 at the 41. This is where bad things tend to happen for the Cowboys. That would be Fulkins in formation. Oh, my goodness. Don Perkins makes it to the 32-yard line, 33-yard line, I guess. Lee Fulkins with the motion, I should say. And play action pass. And everybody's blocked, and for some reason, Pettis Norman jumped for the ball, got hit. It's now 3rd and 2. And Don Perkins gets tackled behind the line of scrimmage because everybody saw that draw coming a mile fucking away. 4th and 5 at the 35-yard line. That would be a 52-yard field goal. I don't think Danny Villanueva has the leg for it. Hey, look. Everybody under the sun knew that was coming. Of course, with that kind of blocking, passing was out of the question. So Dallas is going to have to go for it because they're not going to punt the ball, and they can't kick the field goal. So they run the ball with Don Perkins, and my gosh, they get the first down. No, famous Amos Marsh. And the Cowboys are just chewing the clock here. Frank Clark in motion, and play action pass again to Perkins out of the backfield, who gets no yards. Lost 2 yards on the carry. Looks like they got a blitzing linebacker coming. And they do not. He gets out of coverage and throws it to Pettis Norman, who breaks one tackle but not the other, and is out at the 25, 24. 3rd and 4 at the 24-yard line. And we got play action pass again. Dandy Don. And throws it to the guy in the first level of the stands, even though Tommy McDonald was open. So the Cowboys gain 11 yards and will probably now go for a field goal to make it 17-7. No, there's 35. I don't really know who 35 is, so I don't blame him overthrowing. All right. Danny Villanueva kicks the ball. Barely over. Well, we just found out that, oh, that's Van Raphorst. I thought it was Villanueva. Van Raphorst barely gets it through. That's his distance right there. So with 3 minutes, 28 seconds left, the Cowboys have a 17-7 lead. And here comes somebody not Leroy Hood. 15-yard return by number 36. I don't know the Browns as well as I know the Cowboys. Okay. Frank Ryan. 10 points down on the Browns. Oh, there was a blitz, and here comes Bob Oley for his 3rd sack of the game. 5 tackles, 3 sacks. Looks like there was some solid man-to-man coverage. Oh, there's an out and up by Paul Warfield, which takes a long time to put. Everybody's pretty much covered on that play. And Warfield was doing an out and up, so yeah, that's just oh my goodness, enough with the Browns sideline.
On the ready.
All right, looks like Jerry Tubbs is at least showing blitz, 2nd and 21 with 2 minutes 55 seconds left. Frank Ryan is back. They get out of the blitz, leave Jim Brown wide open for some reason, and tackle him by the face mask. So now that will be, after being 2nd and 21, they will have a first down at the 34. Nice going, Don Bishop. At the 44. Nice job. Also, EA Sports, if you listen, why is every fucking penalty either face mask or holding with the occasional pass interference? My God. Okay. Frank Ryan back to pass with a blitz, and he throws it. Apparently, there was a miscommunication between the wide receiver and Ryan, because he threw a streak, and the wide receiver cut it off about 10 yards down the field. So 2nd and 10. Ryan completes the pass to the tight end, number 83. Strip ball aggressive. Why are the Cowboys stripping the ball aggressively? That doesn't make any sense. And George Andre will get a sack because Frank Miller, Frank Ryan decided to scramble right into George Andre. Lots of footballing going on here today, folks. The offenses are amazing. And let's see here. 2-minute warning. Well, it looks like the Cowboys, unless something stupid happens, are going to come away with their 11th win in a row this season. 16th dating back to 1963. Well, here comes Bob Lilly for his 4th sack of the game. And that was 4th down. So Dallas now is going to run out the clock, and this game is over. So the Cleveland Browns march down the field, making it look very easily on their very first drive. Second drive, march down the field, and if it wasn't for I won't say a bad pass, but more of a great play by Don Bishop, the cornerback, getting the interception. And since those first 2 drives of the first quarter, the Browns have looked pretty bad offensively. I feel a little bit better about how bad I'm able to get the Browns to play. 3 timeouts left, so it's not over. 1st and 10 at the 36. Don Perkins gets the ball, runs for about 3, and the Browns call timeout. This channel soon. Oh, just heard a beep, so that means somebody's commenting on this game. We can't see it for some reason. YouTube is messing with the autographs. Oh my goodness! Don Perkins just gets stood up by Kaniki, I'm going to guess. I didn't really see who. All right, 3rd and 7 at the 32. Don Perkins gets to the 30, and the Browns call timeout. So the question is, will the Cowboys punt even if it goes out of bounds at the 20? Yep. They're going to punt the ball at the 30-yard line. Oh my God. Oh, field goal kicking in the 60s, which is terrible. And I guess they're against the run. But yeah. So that would be a 9-yard punt. The punter's average is just going to be terrible.
Here we go.
Bob Lilly is on fire again. And the Browns have the ball with 1:38, no timeouts, need 10 points. But when you leave Jim Brown wide open over the middle of the field, good things are going to happen. Minute 16 left now at the 40. And Bob Lilly comes in for his 5th sack of the game. Bob Lilly's getting dangerously close to having make his name in the sack race, even though Vinny and Dave Robinson have like 130 sacks. 3rd and 8, 31 seconds left, and incomplete. About right. So it's 4th down, 8 yards to go, 27 seconds left. The Dallas Cowboys will go to 11-0, and the Cleveland Browns will go to 7-4. I believe the Dallas Cowboys will be playing the New York Giants next week. And maybe not, but the Cleveland Browns, I believe, will be playing the Pittsburgh Steelers again. Hard game. Both defenses played well. Oh, my goodness. That's a completed pass with 9-8-7. And they do a play action because why not waste more time? And Frank Ryan throws in the deep part of the end zone. And that is it. The ball game is over. The Dallas Cowboys have won 11 in a row, 16 going back to last season. And the Cleveland Browns are now 7-4. I believe the New York Giants now have been eliminated from winning the NFC East with the current record that they have. And the Dallas Cowboys are 1 win away from winning the NFC East outright. Well, thank you for watching this. Let's look at some stats real quick. Offensively, they won't be very impressive. Frank Ryan, 18 of 26 for 191 yards. 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Don Meredith, 14 of 19 for 121 yards. 73% completion. 1 touchdown, no interception. Uh-oh, got a cough. The longest was a 31-yard pass to Frank Ryan and a 42-yard pass to Don Meredith. Rushing, Jim Brown. Oops. 15 carries for 45 yards for Jim Brown. Don Perkins had 13 carries for 43 yards, so Jim Brown extends his rushing lead by 2 yards. Don Perkins does have a touchdown. And then receiving, this will be interesting. Jim Brown, 6 carries, 66 yards. That's probably all the carries he has, all receiving yards all year. Clifton McNeil got 36 coming back from injury. Pettis Norman got 30. Tommy McDonald 24, 3 carries. Johnny Brewer is 20, and Paul Warfield is 24. Clearly, I was not controlling these guys. And then Big Frank Clark, 2 for 55. And then defense, let's have a look. Sacks, what everybody shows up for. Chicks dig the sack. Bob Illy has 5. Vince Castillo has 1. George Andre 1. Galen Fiss 1. And Skurzik, Sukic, and Leroy Jordan 1. Well, thank you for watching. There will be another game tonight on this very channel. So come on back. Bye.